Hello and welcome to today's live community chat. Today, I'm going to announce something that we have going on in our community that's going to be changing in 2022. So thanks for joining us. If you're new, my name is Diane Parham. I'm the creator of the online course and community, the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman. And here we talk about all things for us as aging women and how to incorporate a lifestyle such as intermittent fasting to help us reverse some of the signs and symptoms of menopause, perimenopause, and of course, aging. If you haven't already done so, please take a second to hit that subscribe button if you're joining us from YouTube, and then hit that little bell notification. That way you'll be notified when we upload content or go live. And then also, if you're joining us on Facebook, welcome. We appreciate you as well. Make sure you have hit that follow button and you are also set up for all notifications. Okay, so let's talk about the big announcement today. If you're new here to this community, we started talking about intermittent fasting as a means for reversing the signs of aging and all the things that were bothering us with menopause in about 2017, and we have been going strong ever since. For me, it started as a way for me to reverse a pre-diabetic state that I was diagnosed with, as well as a lot of mind, cognitive decline I was going through as I was transitioning from perimenopause into menopause, weight gain, fatigue, like all the things that all women are going through when we're transitioning into this next amazing season of life. I was suffering from the same things as well. And what I found was intermittent fasting was the thing that really did simplify my life and help me reverse all of those things. I still live this lifestyle today, pretty similar to the way I started it back in 2017. But what I'm finding is that there is so much information now about intermittent fasting. And because it has become such a trendy thing, there are a lot of experts that are really trying to make intermittent fasting very complicated. And it has become very scientifically driven, maybe research driven, which it should be because it is. There is so much great information about intermittent fasting and how it can do some amazing things for us, not only with weight loss and body fat loss and repairing our body from the inside out. And all of those things are so obvious, but those can all be researched. And what I have found here with this community and with social media in general is that in order to stay prominent in this space with intermittent fasting, you have to go down that rabbit hole of trying to make intermittent fasting really complicated and having new ways of doing it. And what I have always stood firm on is that intermittent fasting is one of the simplest ways to reverse the signs of aging. It is one of the simplest ways to reset your hormones. It is one of the simplest ways for women to truly look and feel their best and do it in their most authentic way. I've never wavered from that. 20 hours fasting, 4 hours feasting, really understanding how food affects you personally, how food affects you emotionally, how food affects you socially, and then creating some authenticity around what it is you're doing with your intermittent fasting lifestyle so you can also still live your life and go on vacation and have brunch with your girlfriends and celebrate things with your family on a Saturday around breakfast. Like, you can have all of the things. And I'm finding, for me personally, as a coach and as a certified nutrition and fitness person, that it's becoming really complicated and it's becoming really difficult to get a simple message across about intermittent fasting. So I have made the personal decision as a coach to only offer the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course on a monthly basis for October 2021 and November 2021. And then I'm going to stop offering it the way it has been offered for the last 5 years, simply because it is really difficult to get this word out on how simple it is. And I'm going to reframe what it is I'm doing as a business person moving forward in 2022. Intermittent fasting has not changed for me. My life has not changed. I have been living the same way, like I said, that I started living in 2017. I have no plans in changing it. I have no plans in changing my philosophy or belief in what intermittent fasting can do for women. I just refuse, as a woman and as a coach and as a nutrition expert and a fitness expert for women, to go down the rabbit hole of making something more complicated than it needs to be to remain valid or to remain a player in the game. So I'm just going to switch up how I run what I do here in on YouTube. The other thing that I have been really personally feeling, and I think it's just all the things that are going on in the world this year, is I just feel really I guess a little burnt out and talking about the same thing over and over again when myself as a woman, I have so many other aspects of my life that I would love to share with all of you here. And I have felt very pigeonholed into only being able to talk about intermittent fasting. And I am just kind of over that, a little exhausted by that. And I'm sure that that has been noticed here in this community. And I want to offer you the best aspects of me as the whole woman, not just the woman who doesn't eat for several hours in her day. And I want to show and model that with intermittent fasting you can be a regular everyday happy healthy woman, and you don't have to be an extremist on one end or the other. You can have it all. And that intermittent fasting is really a simplified way for us as people to live our life in abundance, right? That we can take a break from chasing down food, that we can take a break from putting our body in chemical and emotional turmoil and hormonal turmoil and just really simplify everything. So that's what I'm going to do in 2022. I hope if you're already here with me that you'll hang out. Intermittent fasting will always be the premise of everything that I do. I'm just going to change the approach in which I talk about it and share a bigger piece of who I am as a fasting mindset coach. One of the other things that I've realized this year, 2021, with intermittent fasting is I've regularly polled the community of women who have gathered here with us. And when I ask them what they're struggling with the most, it's never fasting. It's always their mindset, or it's always their decision making process around food, or it's always something outside of intermittent fasting that's pulling them away from what it is that they say that they really want. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper into that in 2022 also, and really focus on the whole woman and how it is we can heal ourselves on every level so that we can approach something like intermittent fasting that is so simple, does not need to be complicated, and really embrace everything that our future self has available to us by just healing the relationship that we have with food and how we incorporate other aspects of our life so that we can look and feel our best and do it most authentically. So I'm really excited about it. I have been tinkering with this idea for a good solid year now. I have been presented with a lot of new opportunities for myself as a businesswoman and as a health coach and as someone who really enjoys what I do on the platforms around social media. And in order for me to take advantage of some of those new opportunities and avenues for me and my family as well, I have to take some things off my plate. And running a monthly course for intermittent fasting has been one of those things that has encompassed pretty much everything that I do. And so I really want to make sure that I can free up some time and space and energy for myself and my family so that I can pursue some other things also. But it will still be available. I'm just not sure how I'm going to offer it moving forward here in our community. So if you've been on the fence, or you've been one of those women who's been hanging out here with me for a while and you keep saying, I'm going to jump into class, I would highly recommend getting in either October or November and just taking advantage of what the group aspect of the course can offer you as a woman. And then know that you do have access to your course for an entire year. So you will be able to go back and review it. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to change the focus of what I talk about here in our community. So let me see if I have any questions and I'll get those answered for you guys really quickly. Patsy, good morning. Diane, Rita, good morning. Carmen, good morning from Southwest Florida, October 2018 grad, healthy and happy girlfriend. I know you are, and I would love to be in Florida right now. Hope, good morning. Sandy, good morning. Bridget, good morning. Paula, good morning. Happy motivational Monday. Girlfriend, I love a comment like that. Rita, Diana, I'd appreciate the way that you teach us every week. You teach us something new. I fast every day, 18-20. Thank you. Yeah, Rita, you are thriving for sure, girlfriend. And we have been together for a long time. And so I know life has thrown you some difficult situations, and I'm so proud of the fact that you've stuck to what works for you and you are really thriving in everything that you're doing. Sue, good morning. 520 grad, good to have you with us. Christine, you have a wealth of knowledge and I'm grateful I found you. I will follow whatever you do. Oh, girlfriend, thank you so much. Sandy, yes, this. Good. Okay. So here's my promise to everyone here, and hopefully everyone who will come in the future when this gets put up as a broadcast. I will always shoot straight with all of you here. Intermittent fasting does not have to be complicated. Pick a window that works for you and the life that you want to live, right? You don't have to fast a different way on a Thursday because you're a certain age. You don't have to do things on alternate days. You don't have to give up food for multiple days at a time to heal your body. Consistency over time and you finding something that makes you happy with the life that you want to live is the message that I have been screaming loud and clear for the past 5 years. And I will continue to scream that message. You do not have to make this complicated in order to get the results that you want. And that is really where I'm going to be moving forward in 2022. What I have really found difficult for me personally is, like I said, to stay relevant in this space, you have to get creative and you have to spin off things and create new ways of fasting so that people stay intrigued and engaged. And I just don't want to, like I said, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole when I know after graduating 8,000 women in the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course from all over the world, that doesn't even count the women who have just watched these videos for the past 5 years and figured out how to do it on their own successfully, that this simplified way of fasting just works. And so many of us women, again, from all over the world with completely different histories, always come into this community or always join the class with this same complaints. 3 weeks of fasting in a very simplified and dignified and clean way always yields the same result at the end. So that is proof that you can do something very basic. You can do something very consistently. You do not have to throw in a bunch of complicated ways or different things to do on a Tuesday or different things to do on a Wednesday. You don't have to be an extremist with your nutrition. You don't have to be an extremist with your exercise. You just have to embrace what works for you and then consistently do that over time and you will see results. That is the message that will never change here in this community. Sue, hi Sue from South Africa. Love your work. Sue, good to have you from South Africa. And I swear I'm going to come visit all you ladies there one day. Hope, thank you, Diane. I appreciate simplicity and feel that this is more sustainable. December 2020 grad. Yeah, you know, I want to live my life, right? Like I want to live my life. I don't want to change the next fad. I don't want to chase the next diet. I don't want to live my entire life working out in the gym. I don't want to worry about whether I'm eating the right food or whether, you know, strawberries are in this week or strawberries are out because they're whatever someone research study someone did. Like, I don't want to be that. And I don't want this community to be that either. I want us to just be normal, everyday women who are living their life to the fullest, enjoying the people that they're with, managing stress the best that they can, getting up every single day, looking and feeling their best. And honestly, the part that I love the most is that you get to do that in your most authentic way. You don't have to copy what I'm doing. I'm here to teach you how to figure that out for yourself. And that's what we'll continue doing here. So I will be here Mondays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. through November because I do really want everyone who has wanted to jump into the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course with a group of women on a monthly support basis to have the opportunity to do that before we close it down at the end of the year. If you're a graduate and you took one of our older courses and you would like to jump into the new course, please email me and I will give you an opportunity to do that. And then for my graduates who would like to get into the midlife mindset shift, I am opening that up for October, November, and December for you to jump in with us in a condensed version of the course so that we can get our goal setting done and do our metabolic flexibility training and all of those things before we move into 2020 as well. Emails will be going out for that this week also. So if you've been waiting for the midlife mindset shift course and you want to jump in, this will be a shortened version, so 3 months instead of 6, because I want to get you in before the end of the year and do all of the amazing things that we do in that community as a group as well. So just make sure you're on my email list, or you can go to fortodaysagingwoman.com to make sure you get on there if you're not sure. Always feel free to jump in to the email list anytime you want. I've also put a link to the email list for you to join if you do want to jump into the October or November course before it ends for 2021. It's a great course. It has proven to be successful for, like I said, thousands of women. I'm not changing things because the course doesn't work. I'm just revamping how it is I'm going to present myself as a coach in this community. And I want to share some new things and kind of get out of that box that I have lived in for the past 5 years as just talking about intermittent fasting. Because like I said, there is so much more available to us as aging women. I want to start sharing that with you, and I don't want to be pigeonholed in that anymore. So that's what we'll be doing moving forward. Let's see, Marcy. Hi, Diane. Also from South Africa. I fast every day, eating Omar at one meal. I think it's supposed to be OMAD at 6:55 a.m. Feeling the best ever and the thinnest and healthiest ever. Thank you. Yes, girlfriend. I'm so happy for you. Being the thinnest and healthiest, if that makes you the happiest, I'm so happy for you. And it is so simple. Like we don't have to chase down bad things. Like, trust me, I love adding in and experimenting with things. I love adding in new supplements. I love trying new things. I love all of that. But you don't have to do any of that to be successful if that's not your jam. Your life could be very simplified. You just want to make sure you're getting those nutrients in for sure. And then Passy, change can be refreshing. Congratulations. Thank you. Carmen, as long as you don't go away, we love you. Oh, girlfriend, I am not going anywhere at all. Trust me, one of the things that I'm really, really excited about doing is starting a podcast. I'm going to be doing a podcast with everyday women, right? It's going to be called For Today's Aging Woman. And I'm going to be interviewing a lot of the women here in our community who want to be interviewed, and really just having everyday conversations with girlfriends and sharing that as a means to show how so many women going through this season of life can live very happily and very healthy and do it in a very genuine way to who they are as women. And so if you're a graduate, I'm going to be sending an email out about that. And Carmen, you're one of the people I have on my list to have an interview with because I want to help promote what it is you're doing in your life as well. So I'm super excited about that. So lots of new things coming as well. So it's going to be super fun. Marie, good morning, Diane. I'm so glad to hear what you are saying this morning. I so totally agree with you. It's exhausting if you don't keep it simple. Fasting 20 hours and loving it. Thank you, April 2017 grad. Yeah, it is. It is so simple. And it's really competitive in this industry, especially the health and wellness industry, and trying to be innovative and try new things. And I just don't want to go down that path when what we do here, we know we're true to, and it does work. And some days if you want to fast 18 hours, that's fine. If you want to fast 22, that's fine. Like, but I don't want to preach that to the world of women who really just need something simple. So we're going to make sure we stay in our lane for sure. Rita, love podcast. Awesome. Sue, please give me the email address for the October challenge. Carmen, love podcast. Good. Sue, I'm going to post it one more time. It's just fortoday'sagingwoman.com/save. Or if you go to the fortoday'sagingwoman.com website, there is a place up there that you can either click on more information about the course or get on the email list. And then emails are going out this week for everyone on the email list to jump into the October course for sure. It is just a great experience, and doing it with women at the same time is really fun also. So make sure you get in. And like I said, if you've been hesitating, I would love to have you. And then as things start to evolve moving into 2022, y'all will be the first to know because you're my people. And then look forward to joining me in other areas as well. Like I said, having a podcast has been one of those dream things, but I just didn't have the time, energy, and resources to get that started. And so now I will be able to do that. And I'm really excited about it. So if you want to get on the podcast and have a girlfriend conversation that we can share with other women who are going through this season of life, make sure you reach out to me and I'll make sure I get you on my calendar as well. Sue, you are welcome. Okay, so that's it. The big announcement is October and November 2021 will be the last 2 times to go through the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course as a group on a monthly basis. Things will be changing in 2022. I will still be coming here on YouTube on the regular because, like I said, y'all are my people. I love you. I'm just going to be doing things in a little different format and sharing different things with you guys as well. Make sure you're plugged into me on email, or make sure that you know how to get to my website, which is fortoday'sagingwoman.com. I will be posting a lot of information there as well. I'll still be focusing a lot on intermittent fasting over on my Instagram page and sharing my daily life and stuff there. And as always, Facebook, you will get a lot of great information in the way that I share it on YouTube and Instagram as well. I think Facebook gets the double dose. You get Instagram stuff and YouTube stuff. So you guys get the best of everything over there on Facebook. So I'm excited to hang out with you guys. Thank you so much for understanding. Thank you so much for being my people who are willing to hang out with me through change. I appreciate you more than you guys know. And then I will keep you guys posted as things change. Sandy, is this a good place to ask about NAC as a supplement, as a detox sup for resetting? I don't know what NAC is. What does that mean? So I'll wait for a second until you tell me what NAC means, and then we will bust out of here. Thank you. So happy for you. You are so excited. I am excited. There's nothing like a breath of fresh air, right? And like I say, this has been kind of on my mind for the past couple of years. And this year, especially, I think so much has changed. And the health and wellness world has become such a, I don't know, such a combative place, I think, that I just don't want to focus on that so much anymore. I want to focus on us having a happy life. Right. And if you're happy and you're making decisions that lead to healthiness, then that's just going to happen on its own. But I don't want the forefront of the conversation here anymore to just be so regimented to the fasting aspect. I'll email or send a message. Okay. Thank you so much, Sandy. I'll look for that later today. Okay. So I'm not going to take any more of your time. October, November, last intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course, 2022. Keep your eyes out. A lot of new things are going to be coming. Another thing I've been really excited to do, I've done this before. So if you've been around for a while, we used to sell some really cool like t-shirts and stuff with a lot of our intermittent fasting sayings on them. And so I've been really excited and wanting to do that again as well. But again, it's just another layer. I just haven't really had the headspace or the energy for. And so pulling some things back will allow me to do that as well. So lots of fun things in our community. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you back here on Thursday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you're on my email list. We will close registration for the next course on Friday. So you want to make sure you get in for the October class. Have a great rest of your Monday. I love you guys. Fast long and feast well.